Hey guys, Opal here and welcome back to the channel. So today is quite a long video and that is because we did the full peaceful meadow and the vibe is kind of like witchy, but I wouldn't say it's spooky. Actually, I think I'd go with more magical vibes. I really wanted to do a biome with all of my castles, so we made sure to add in all of the castles. Not all of them actually. I added the main, that blue one in the corner there, I can't remember what it's called, the not Mystic Manor, Lady's house and Lady Tremaine's house. I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. And also Beauty and the Beast castle. I kind of put them in their own separate areas and then we did little decorations and it kind of fit the vibe of each building. I also did a little, I would call it maybe like a landing bay where the friend portal thing is. I'm not really sure what you call it, but that thing, I did a little area for that too. So there's quite a lot of build today, but I'm excited to get into it. First up, I just started with pathing and I used this Ancient's Landing pathing just because I think it's so cute and it really does fit a lot of vibes. Like I feel like it can look really rustic or really like mystical. Like I think it just suits really well in a lot of different builds. The pathing does look kind of weird here, but we do go and fix that when we go and work on the Beauty and the Beast area. And then I just pathed this other side, which is a lot simpler of pathing. I just kind of did like a main walkway and then split it off into two. I didn't worry about looping it back around because these two different sides on the lake, they're quite different from each other. On one side we have the castle and then in that other little nook we have the friend portal. I don't know what to call it, so I'm just going to call it the friend portal. Bestie portal, I like that. Anyways, first I started and I thought, well, I want to do like a jungle kind of theme, so I kind of placed these and yeah, they do look really weird. This was my first initial thought, was to do like castles in the jungle, but once I saw the purple trees and the vibes of those trees, I knew I had to do that. These also didn't fit how they needed to and I couldn't extend the path anymore to make it fit, so that also kind of foiled my plans. Anyways, I just skipped ahead to when we did the trees because I did a lot of playing around and you don't really need to see me going back and forth 1,000 times. This is basically the vibe that I kind of ended up doing with the trees. I love all the purples together. I think I did end up deleting that little purple tree just because I'm kind of funny about colors and things kind of need to match in my eyes, otherwise I just don't really like them. I know that's a personal thing. I say no to a lot of different items kind of irrationally just because in my brain it doesn't make sense. I mean, even just these vine flowers, I know they look pretty, it's just sometimes it looks a little bit too cluttered for me, so I delete things like that. Anyways, this is kind of me just plopping some random stuff down because I still at this point didn't fully know the vibe that I was going for. Usually I already have this kind of like down packed. Just with this build, I didn't really have that. It took me a while to kind of get a grasp of what I wanted to do. I ended up adding these purple mushrooms, but I only really put them in this entrance area. I actually kind of forgot to put them in the rest of the build, but I do think they look lovely here, and it would have been nice to have more of these around the build, to be honest. Then I started working on this little area with the main castle, and honestly I love this area so much. It's quite, I would say it's quite simple, but I think I really like it, and I don't usually do very simple builds. I usually maybe clutter it up a little bit too much, but I think this is the perfect amount of clutter. It's still very open and it feels like you're in the woods and it's like a little opening in the woods, which I really love. Anyways, for the all of the foliage, all of the rocks, everything like that, I did use like all of the same things around all of the different areas of the build. I just kind of mixed and matched some things in certain places. I had to skip out a whole part because this was actually recorded on live stream and I forgot to pause the recording while I went and looked at my dream snap 1,000 times over. So yeah, this is kind of almost the end result. I really love how it looks. I kind of just placed the foliage just wherever, and I think it looks really good, and I think I'm going to do more kind of areas like this in my valley, especially because they do take up quite a lot of room, and then they don't take up a lot of item limit, which is really, really nice. But yeah, I really love it, and honestly I could have added a little bit more, but I don't really care. Anyways, this is that main part thing, the main walkway, and I just come in and add a little bit of extra stuff. I actually had accidentally deleted the flowers that I placed here, quite a few of them. So I started on the lady, it's not Lady Tremaine's, this one's just Lady's house, I think. Anyway, I started on this little house, and I really, really love the way this kind of came together. It took me a little bit of like putting down some ideas to figure out what I really wanted in this space. I originally thought I wanted to do this, but honestly, I don't really think that looks very good. So I did end up deleting that, and it's kind of like the other space, it's a little bit more natural. But we do have some more kind of items, and it's a little bit more cluttered than the other area. I do just really love the all the different foliage and using them all together. I just think it's really cute. I don't remember why I deleted that and put that there, but I think honestly it would look cuter with a different table, but that's fine. See, I didn't really know what else to put. I kept on looking at it and thinking like, oh, what does it need? What does it need? And I don't know, I have been hating searching for furniture. It's my biggest pet peeve at the moment. I hate doing it. I don't know why it's still so hard to look for furniture. It's just really annoying. So I've been trying to do more natural builds with the favorited items that I have, or you know, the first couple scrolls in your furniture mode, but I haven't been really going past that because it's just super tedious. I did a little pathing to this back area where I can't exactly remember what I put. I think I put like a painting table and some items like that, which I think is really cute. I don't do this a lot in my build, so it was really nice to kind of create a secret area. I also just think it brings a lot to your builds too. I really need to start doing this more because it is a really cute idea, and I think it also gives a lot of personality to the houses, which is really good. Lots and lots of foliage, as you can see, and I'm really glad that we can just kind of copy and paste. Oh yeah, I put a little sitting area and some arts and crafts things, and then on this other side, this is next to that house, I put a little picnic area because I thought, why not? And I think it's quite good vibes. I kind of just put the stones all the way around the little pond so I could access it really easily. And honestly, I was going back and forth with this little area here because I really wanted it to feel overgrown, but it was quite hard to make it feel overgrown without it feeling messy. And I think it's just the location of this, because you can see onto the beach. It was really hard for me to decorate this little area. Anyways, that's kind of, see what I mean about seeing the sea? Like, I wanted to keep the sea because it's pretty, but I also wanted it to make it overgrown. So I settled with kind of this, which I think it does the job. It still looks cute. I think I'm just used to kind of blocking off my builds quite a lot. Anyways, now it's Lady Tremaine's house time, and I wanted to give this kind of farmy vibes, so I did a little grapevine field, I don't really know what you would call it, and kept it quite simple. Other than that, I just put some kind of more rustic items, I would say. I did use the new stall because I think it looks cute, but honestly, I think we need more stall options because even this isn't enough, and they're too similar. Imagine if we had a cute polka dot pink and white one to use for Minnie or Daisy. That would be adorable. I'd love that so much. We just need some more options. I love options. Anyways, this is kind of how I was decorating it, just random kind of items. And then I put some checkered pathing. You know I love checkered pathing. It's so good. It's amazing. It's so annoying to place down, I have to admit. It's the most annoying thing ever, and especially deleting it, that's even worse. But I think it's worth it, and I think it gives really good vibes, especially if you don't want to kind of clutter your build with lots of pathing. I think it's really good for that. See, like if I tried to do proper pathing, I think it would just kind of look funny, because I want the main view to be of the house and not like a thick path. So yeah, I did try and cover it up too, because it was a little bit wonky and ugly. And then place lots of trees. I actually cannot remember what I put at the front of this build. I think I just went with some foliage and made it look really natural. I honestly still don't really know what vibe this build is. I don't really know what you would call it, but yeah, I'm still figuring that out. I think it would be just like magical forest. I think that's the theme. Magical forest. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. Magical forest. Anyways, I did put more mushrooms on this side, which is adorable. I just wish that I put more mushrooms in the build altogether. And yeah, I did try and use more of these fairy lights, and then some more rustic items like crates and this new beautiful chair that we have. I've been trying to put more of these circle planters into the build without, like, in areas where they don't have to be. How do I explain that? I want to use these more randomly, like I have here, the little circle planters, because usually I only use them if they're like nice and scented in like a courtyard, but I think they look really pretty like that. Anyways, this little area is quite simple. I just put a little fountain and some trees. Just really simple, because I didn't want to block off the view to Lady Tremaine's house. Is this Lady Tremaine's house? I can't remember which one's which. That house back there, anyways. Took me a little bit, honestly, to adjust this and make it work, but that's fine. Okay, moving on. Unfortunately, it is raining now, but it does stop raining later in the video. But now we're working on Beauty and the Beast castle, and originally I wanted to do these topiary squares because, you know, they're Beauty and the Beast item, and like, where else are you going to use them? But I ended up not doing this, and instead I did more like a Cinderella theme, which I think was really cute. I also used the new white and purple gazebo from the Tiana collection, which I think is just gorgeous and really fits the vibe of this build. Mostly at the start I just kind of moved some trees around and kind of blocked off that back area, and I did really want to do fountains in the back. I think I did leave these actually. I think I did leave those. Maybe not, I cannot remember. Anyways, so I deleted them. Okay, wow. So I used that gazebo like I was talking about, which I think is really pretty. And on the other side, I did more like Cinderella items. So I used this big Cinderella item and kind of just like hid it in the foliage, which I think looks really cute. And unfortunately, this stupid house, you can't really place items in front of it. There's like a big no-no square, which is really annoying. So it does look a little bit funny, but there was nothing I could really do about it. Like, I couldn't extend the foliage to the back there. So this is what we're working with. Anyways, yeah, I just put lots of foliage, just kind of put random stuff everywhere. I do really love the purple flowers. I think they're really cute. And I loved using these flower beds too. Unfortunately, it doesn't line up, that last one next to the gazebo, but that is fine. That is fine. I think you don't really notice things like that unless you're the one that built it, so yeah. It's just the gazebo. It doesn't really, I don't know. I hate when things are uneven. All items in this game should be even tiles, and then everything would be perfect. literally everything would be perfect. I do think this area looks really pretty though, especially when it's not raining. Unfortunately, it is still raining, but we do get to see this build when it is pretty and sunny and beautiful. It's going to stop raining in a couple of seconds, which is so exciting, so you can see the build in its glory, not this ugly crap. But I do still really like this build, and I want to do more builds with this kind of style. I think it's really pretty. I would love to do a more detailed build. This build is not that detailed, I'll have to be honest. It's more like florals and some items more like on display than like a properly detailed build. But when I'm doing a whole biome at once and trying to finish it on stream, it's really hard to sit there and like detail every single little bit, just because obviously there's a time frame and I don't want the stream to go on for ages and ages. But I think it's good. I mean, if I had done this build and just did half of the biome, it would have been a very detailed build. But because I knew that everything was going to be in one theme and it was going to be like conjoined into one YouTube video, I knew that it kind of just had to be not as detailed as I would have loved. But that's fine. Otherwise, this video would literally be like an hour long, and we don't want that. So, anyways, this is the little area for the friend portal, and we went to Keshi's Valley, and he had one of these. So I really wanted to do one similar. His was obviously a very different vibe, but this is a very good area for the friend portal. I think perfect area for it. Unfortunately, those stupid mining nodes are behind there, but I don't go mining. I don't do resource collection in my valley, so I don't really care. If you did care and you wanted to copy this, then don't block them off. But yeah, I loved using all of these little flowers for decorations. I used quite a lot of them, mostly just a mixture between the pink sunlit plateau flowers and the little white cactuses, which are my absolute favorite, foliage or plant or flower, whatever you want to call it, in the game. I think it's just so pretty and it fits literally everywhere. It goes everywhere. It's just amazing. This little area here is literally just a little picnic area, nothing too fancy, just some floral, some foliage, and some pretty food on the table, because yeah, that was the vibe that I wanted to go for. I really wanted to do more like a courtyard with like a sitting area, but I just felt like when I was doing this biome, my vibes initially weren't like fancy castles. It was more like castles in the middle of nowhere. Maybe next time I can do a pretty castle build where all of the castles are fancy and it's kind of like a similar build, except not as like floral and natural. Maybe we could do like a really structured, beautiful build like that. That would be fun. I would like to do that. Anyways, I just placed some random food on the table. I just saw it in my house and thought, oh, these are cute looking food items, so I chose this random selection. I don't really know. Kind of just place them on both tables in like a random order. Kind of just copied them. Anyways, this is the final build. I'm actually really happy with it. Here is kind of that little landing area in the middle. I kind of just used these, as you saw, as the little, like, to kind of cover the whatever that's called. I forgot what it's called. Anyways, through here we have the little friend portal. I just put a little chest there because yeah, someone came to my valley and I had no room in my inventory, so that's there. This is the little picnic area, and then back through here we have this little area, which is probably my favorite area, which I know is kind of weird because it's probably like the least decorated area, but I really love it. I think it's cute. And then through this side we have Lady Tremaine's house. I think this is Lady Tremaine's house with her little grape patch, which I think is really cute. She's got a little tea area, a checkered path. I love this area too. I think it's really cute. And then through here we have, I don't know what that house is called. I don't know, but we have this little walkway here to the little back of the house, which I think is so cute. Definitely going to be doing this more in my builds. And then over here we have the picnic area, which is quite simple. She's simple, but she's cute. Then down here we have the Beauty and the Beast area, which I love, love, love. I love how it kind of gives courtyard vibes without being an actual courtyard, just with these fountains here. Yeah, I'll give you an overview of the biome. So this is the top-down view of this side, and then we have this side. Honestly, yeah, love this build so much. I'm super glad that I did this in my peaceful meadow. I was really confused on what to do, but I'm super glad that I did this. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope this gave you some inspiration. And if you want to catch me live and build things like this, I usually schedule my YouTube videos on my channel, so just check there. I have it on my main page. So thank you guys so much for watching. Bye bye.